Welcome to my world! It's nail time!
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm excited to be reviewing the Makartt Garnet Poly Gel. Now, many of you have been telling me that I should try this poly gel, that it was great, and I'm just saying that I am in love, so thank you so much. Makartt, you did a very nice job with this color. I love this color. Now, this is their biggest tube compared to all the other ones I've been getting, so I really appreciate base gel and top coat. And I had to use my Glam brush because I can't find the Makartt. We're moving stuff around today in the studio and I just lost it. And this is also from Makartt too, their glitter. So we want to come with the base gel from Makartt and add a thin layer of base gel. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, why do you always add base gel before you put poly gel on because of gelish? Well, we're not doing gelish. Gelish doesn't require base gel, and neither does some brands, but Makartt requires a base gel, which is totally fine. So this is just me applying one little pearl of poly gel, and I'm literally just playing around with it, figuring out it is very soft. Oh my goodness, look at the color of this poly gel. It is so smooth and buttery. I really love this. I am looking forward to seeing new colors. Hopefully, you know, they'll make new colors because they did a really good job with this red. And you know, a lot of dark colors don't cure properly under the lamp, but this one did the first time. And you guys, I am in love. I'm testing out new colors of poly gel, so it doesn't always have to be this brand, even though this brand is one of my favorites. I just keep buying more of this brand. But do you see how easy that was? Now, because it's soft and very buttery, very smooth, you could go ahead and actually use the thickness from the tip and just drag it all the way up towards your apex area instead of, you know, adding a clear poly gel on top to work with the apex or another coat of the garnet. I felt like doing this was a lot better because I did pick up a lot. You don't realize how much you pick up. I mean, I try to pick up enough for the nails, but sometimes I pick up a lot. So you can see me just dragging this and patting this upwards where I want the apex to be, because there was just too much that I had picked up. So I really love that this one, when you drag it to its place, it didn't separate. Like, you know, the color is still red. The color didn't separate, it didn't bleed. Now, the alcohol did transfer some of the pigment to my napkin, but it wasn't a big deal. It's just because of the pigment they use, which is totally fine. But yes, I was just working with it just to test it out before I do the other nails. Maybe you could see how easy it was to achieve that apex. It was just so nice. I'm in love. This red reminds me of a fruit roll-up. It looks just like the color of fruit roll-up. It's so pretty. But do you see how easy that was? See, I dragged all the excess from the tip and I brought it up, and look at that apex. It is right there, you know, so easy to do. And I haven't even cured this yet, and this is just one coat. So I'm not going to put any clear on top. If I do, it's probably because I file it too much. But look at this, bam, just beautiful, blended, very nice. Cleaning off my brush, making sure that all that dye is out of there, and I'm coming with the Makartt pink this time. And this one actually is one of my favorites to use for pink and whites. It is so pretty. It blends. Look at this. It's just, oh, I'm just loving this. Now I'm using the Glam brush this time because I cannot find my Makartt brush. It's somewhere in here. I was going through some of my stuff because I was getting ready to finish my studio. I have so much work to do in my studio, and I have so much stuff just laying everywhere. And yesterday, when, you know, I couldn't get on my social media, I've been having problems. So I found out that I think everybody was having problems. But then I woke up the next day and I was still having problems. And I realized that it was just my phone that I had to update, so I couldn't be on social media. I just put the phone down and I went through all of my stuff, and I just could not believe how much doubles I have, and it's just everywhere, just laying everywhere, never touched, never used. So I am going to be adding that on my giveaway box. I'm just giving it a little bit more time so I have enough comments, because my last giveaway I only got 200 comments, and everybody, you know, some people were a little bit offended that I didn't give enough time for the giveaway. So until I release the date of my giveaway, I'm just going to be letting you know that whoever comments on my videos, you guys will be entered into the giveaway, because I know people have lives and they can't be sitting here watching my videos all the time to, you know. So if you do comment, you will be automatically entered to my giveaway. But please make sure that you're subscribed and you like my videos, and that way I would know. And your likes should be public. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but your likes should be public. So I'm checking to see if it's dry. You see how dry it is? It just like completely like slid off. This stuff is fantastic. I really love it. So I'm coming with the clear, and we're just going to put a very thin coat of the clear, because then we're going to come back with the Makartt white glitter on top of it. Okay, so in this part, I am using my brush and I'm pushing firmly the glitter inside the polygel, just to make sure that the glitter is inside that polygel and it's not literally laying on top of the polygel, because if that happens, then the polygel won't cure properly because of all the glitter that's on top of it. I've also seen people doing this with dual forms, and I've also been asked. I will do a dual form video here soon. But make sure when you do this, you do put some pressure into the glitter to make sure that the glitter is in the polygel, or else it won't cure properly. Okay, so we're going to be working with this recycled piece of polygel that I pulled from the other finger. Yes, we do not waste. There is no need to waste. Why put it on the napkin? It's totally fine. You could just use it for the other nail. That is my policy. That's how I work, and that's how I save. I mean, it's really easy to do, and you don't have to waste. And this finger, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I did know that I wanted to do something very, very different, very creative, and I was actually testing this polygel to its limit to see if I stretch it, what it does and everything. I always do that whenever I test out new polygel. And also, I was also asked about how did I get rid of the white residue when I cure the polygel. So I pretty much do all 5 of the fingers first before I put it in the lamp. Polygel doesn't move, so it depends on the polygel also. But I do all 5 of the nails first, and I just let the alcohol kind of evaporate from on top of the polygel, and then I put it in the lamp. I also come with my dry brush, and before I put it in the lamp, I also take off, if it looks a little bit too like shiny, I would take off the first layer. Like I would just pat it with my dry brush and making it really dry. And plus, and that also helps with filing also, because with polygel, I notice whenever I file with my e-file, I create a lot of scratches. So with polygel, you gotta make sure that you work in that brush and you work that polygel to where it's smooth, so you don't have to be stuck here filing and creating so many scratches on your polygel. Another question was if you could use glass files for filing instead of regular files. Now, glass files are just as, hard and coarse as regular files, but if you have a glass file that's fine and doesn't create a lot of scratches, then I would say go for it. Test it out. It's just you experimenting, you're practicing, so that's how you learn a couple things. I have used a glass file on top of my Model 1's polygel, and I felt like it didn't file like I wanted to file. It just wasn't strong enough, and to be honest, it just felt like I was buffing the polygel. But if you do have a really good glass file and you could get that file in there, then you could go ahead and try it. But I don't know about a glass file being, better or, than a regular file. So because glass files, they're the same. Some of them are more coarse than actual regular files. So it just depends on the glass file that you have. If it's a fine glass file, then yes, you could use that to file. But if it's a coarse one, then yeah, you're gonna get some really deep scratches in that polygel. So I'm coming with the Makartt jelly gels, and I'm going to paint this blue because this is where we're going to put our little butterfly. Not sure if anybody remember these molds that we've been having for a year. These molds I've had probably for like 9 years. It's old. It came out a long time ago. You could do this with acrylic gel, and now we're gonna do this with polygel. Polygel is a lot different because it is polygel, so make sure that you flatten this out like so flat. And once you get the polygel in that little image, then you want to go ahead and scrape off the excess, with your brush. It is easy to do. I am taking alcohol also, which I feel like was a lot better to do than me doing this with acrylic, because I felt like when I used to do this with acrylic, I used to use a lot of monomer. So this is really nice to do. I found these a couple years ago on eBay, and they sell them I think they sell them 30 packs for like $12. They're not expensive, or they're like 6-pack for like $3. But that was years ago, and I have seen many sellers now bring this back for this, and I would have sculpted my own little butterfly, but because I wanted to use polygel, sculpting with polygel is so hard. It really is. So when you put it in the LED light or UV lamp, you want to just put it in there enough so it could get dry. It's not like really dry, just a little bit firm. And then because I want the butterfly to be sticking out, I did kind of fold it and break it a little bit. I'm putting top coat on here, and then I'm going to put this in my lamp for about a minute, and then we're going to glue this on with glue. You could use your resin, your glue resin. You could use whatever you want to on this part, but I just use glue. And let's take a moment to appreciate this nail brush, you guys. I am so excited it finally came in the mail. I got this from Bornpretty, and it's so fancy looking. The brush is like a marble, and it's acetone resistant. So, and this actual nail art brush is made to work with gels, so gel painting. And I guess that was my problem with the other brushes. They weren't made for gels, and that's why they got ruined. So now that I'm more educated in these brushes, I pray and I hope that this one does not ruin on me, because I love painting, I love drawing. So I mix the colors up. I mix orange and yellows together to get that little butterfly color. I don't really know how to pronounce the little orange butterfly, Marnage or butterfly, but it's a little orange and yellowish butterfly. So you do want to color this and put this in your LED lamp for the whole minute. So I had to go back to my Mathy Black, because new black that I had tried was not working for me. I've been looking for a black, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on a black, but it just feels like I have no choice to. So I am looking on, you know, the Young Nails. I think it's called their new gel paints. I am looking on buying that one. I have tried the Sugar URR one. It's too light. I've tried many blacks, and it's just not what I'm looking for. And this black has been the only black that I could use that doesn't spread and won't leak or drip or, you know, have little black fine fractures, you know, when you paint. So I really like this. So if you do have anything that you use like a black and it's really good, let me know, because I really don't want to spend a lot of money on gel paints when I could get it, you know, somewhere else and it works the same. Now I did take a few lines of my polygel and I made the little antennas. I didn't show that part because, like I said, it's in between clients. So like I do this and I come back, and I totally forgot that part. But what I did was I just attached it with polygel so we could get her little antennas and she could be like a 4D butterfly. So pretty much, you know, you don't have to do it my way. You can do it your way or however way you want to, but this is my way. I am taking the black and then I'm coming with the white and putting some dots in there and perfecting her wing. So this is what it looks like when it's done. I think these are so pretty. I love this Garnet Polygel from Makartt. Great job on this formula. It is perfect, and I definitely would recommend this polygel to everybody, beginners and professionals. I just love this color so much. If you guys are wondering about this bling bling popping out of my Swarovski crystals, it is an app called Kira Plus. I have a video of this, and you can find it on iOS store, the Apple store. I'm not really sure if they have this on Android yet, but I mean, it is really good. I just wanted to show it off. It is so pretty. Thumbs up if you like this. I hope you do like this, and I will see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.